What's the most controversial thing your boyfriend has ever done? My boyfriend Marcus was secretly recording every conversation I had with my friends and family for 3 months. I found the recordings by accident when I borrowed his laptop to print my resume. There was a folder labeled Sarah Audio Files sitting right on his desktop with over 200 audio recordings organized by date. Each file was labeled with who I was talking to and exactly when it happened. Some were phone calls, some were in-person conversations when he was supposedly in his home office. My blood went cold as I scrolled through them. Conversations with my sister about work drama, calls with my best friend about relationship problems, even recordings of me talking to my mom about Christmas plans. The timestamps showed he'd been doing this systematically, every single day, capturing every interaction I had with anyone. I confronted him immediately when he got home from work. My hands were shaking as I showed him his laptop screen. He tried to deny it at first, saying maybe someone hacked his computer, but I played one of the recordings right in front of him. His own voice could be heard breathing in the background. His face went completely white. "How could you violate my privacy like this?" I screamed. "This is absolutely psychotic behavior. Are you planning to blackmail me?" He kept saying he could explain, that it wasn't what I thought, but I was done listening to excuses. I started packing my clothes that night, throwing everything into garbage bags. My sister came over to help me move out. She was furious when I explained what I'd discovered. "We need to report this to the police," she said. "This is classic stalking behavior." Marcus sat on our couch watching us pack, not saying a word, just staring with this weird expression I'd never seen before. The next morning, I was staying at my sister's when Marcus showed up with a thick manila folder full of printed transcripts. "Please just read these first," he begged. "5 minutes, then I'll leave forever." My sister wanted to call the cops, but I was curious about what excuse he could come up with. I opened the folder and started reading. The transcripts weren't random conversations. They were exclusively interactions I'd had with my coworker Derek from accounting. Phone calls where Derek would ask about my schedule, my routines, when I'd be home alone. In-person conversations where he'd ask about my apartment security, whether I lived alone, what time I usually went to bed. Reading them all together, the pattern was terrifying. Derek had been systematically gathering information about me for months, and I'd been completely oblivious. Each conversation showed him getting more personal, more invasive, asking questions that seemed normal individually, but together revealed something sinister. Marcus explained he'd noticed Derek's behavior at our office holiday party. He saw Derek following me to the bathroom, taking pictures of my car, asking coworkers detailed questions about my personal life. Instead of confronting Derek directly, Marcus decided to gather evidence first. The final recording was from last Friday. Derek called asking if I'd be alone that night because he wanted to stop by with work documents. When I said yes, he asked specifically what time, whether my neighbors would be home, if I had security cameras. Marcus took this recording to building security Monday morning. They pulled Derek's badge access logs and found he'd been entering our office building on weekends when I wasn't there, going to floors near my department. Security footage showed Derek following me to my car multiple times, taking photos of my license plate and apartment building. Derek was arrested that afternoon at his desk. Police found detailed plans of my apartment building, photos of my daily routine, and disturbing journal entries about what he planned to do to me. Marcus had been protecting me from a dangerous stalker, and I almost left him for it.